The picture's still there on the bookshelf, turned upside down, but still there. I don't check your profile like I used to. I don't ask our friends what you're doing. I don't drive past your house after midnight, just looking for a reason to think of you. But sometimes the smallest things happen, and suddenly it's all back again. Like hearing your laugh in somebody else's voice, or seeing your birthday written on a form, and for a second I forget that you're gone. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and not knowing why I can't let you go. I think I already have, but I still miss the person I became when you were mine. I found an old receipt in my winter coat, movie tickets from 2 years ago. I almost threw it away, then folded it back, like keeping small things could somehow bring us back. And I know how ridiculous that sounds, but grief is strange, it doesn't leave in a straight line. Some days you're just a memory, some days you're everywhere. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and not knowing why I can't let you go. I think I already have, but I still miss the person I became when you were mine. Maybe that's what love does, maybe that's the deal. Someone leaves and takes a version of you that never comes back, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's healing, maybe I'm getting there. The worst part isn't losing you. The worst part isn't saying goodbye. It's losing who I was with you, and learning to survive. I don't need another chance, I don't need you to return. I just wish I could meet that version of me one more time. One more time. One more time. The picture's still there on the bookshelf, turned upside down, but still there. I saw an old picture yesterday. You were standing beside me, both of us sunburned, holding cheap drinks from a gas station. We looked ridiculous, we looked happy, like nothing bad had happened yet. Back then the future felt huge, and somehow we felt bigger. I don't miss that summer, the way people think. I miss the person I was. sunrise and never worried about wasting time. I miss that kid more than I miss you, and I think that's the truth I've been trying to avoid. I still go back to the same places, the lake outside town, the old parking lot, but they don't feel smaller. I've just changed more than I realized along the way, and everybody says that's growing up, but some days it feels more like losing things. Maybe that's why certain songs still hurt. They remember who I used to be. I miss that kid, the one who believed everything good was still ahead of me, the one who fell in love without thinking twice and never counted what it might cost. I miss that kid more than I miss you, and I think that's the truth I've been trying to avoid. Maybe nobody took him away, maybe he's still here, buried underneath all the years and all the fear and all the things I learned too well. I miss that kid, the one who believed the world was waiting with open arms, the one who laughed loud and trusted people before he learned how hearts can change. I miss that kid more than I miss anyone, when maybe that's why this memory still hurts. I saw an old picture yesterday, and for a second he looked like me. Your name's still there at the top of my contacts, above everybody else. I changed the picture, deleted the messages, told myself that was enough. But every time my world falls apart, my thumb still goes looking for you before my head catches up. Some habits don't ask permission, they just stay. You're still the person I call when everything goes wrong, still the voice I hear when the room gets dark. And I know I lost that right a long time ago, but my heart hasn't figured it out. Last winter I got sick for a week, and halfway through a fever dream I woke up reaching for my phone, because for years you were always there. You always answered, you always knew what to say. It's strange how the body remembers what the mind lets go. You're still the person I call when everything goes wrong, still the voice I hear when the room gets dark. And I know I lost that right a long time ago, but my heart hasn't figured it out. Last month, something amazing happened, the kind of news you would have loved. And for 1 second, just 1 second, I forgot you weren't mine. person I want to tell. You're still the person I call when my whole world changes. Still the one I look for at the end of every day. And God, I hate that it's true. God, I hate that it's true. Because every good thing still runs to you first. Every bad thing still runs to you too. And no matter how hard I try, part of me still thinks you'll pick up. Your name's still there at the top of my contacts. The porch lights on again tonight. I don't do it on purpose, at least I don't think I do. Every night before bed I leave that light on, like somebody's coming home, like somebody's late, like somebody's car might pull into the driveway any minute. And I know how that sounds. I know you're not around, but some habits outlive the people they belong to. I don't wait for you every day. I don't miss you in the same way, but some night the house gets quiet and my heart starts lying, saying maybe, just maybe, you'll walk through that door. Your jacket's gone, the pictures too, most of the evidence of me and you. But there's still a coffee mug in the back of a cabinet that I can't throw away, no matter how hard I try. And every year gets easier until something small undoes all my progress. I don't wait for you every day. I don't miss you in the same way, but some nights the house gets quiet and my heart starts lying, saying maybe, just maybe, you'll walk through that door. Last week somebody knocked at 9:30, and for a second I swear I thought it was you. And that's when I knew I haven't let go. Not completely, not the way I pretend to, because I still wait for you more than I should, more than I'd ever admit. If somebody asked, I'd still wait for you. And the sound of the doorbell and every unknown number and every passing headlight. And God, I know you're not coming, I know you're not coming, but part of me still turns around every time porch lights on again tonight, and nobody's coming, but I'll leave it on. The leaves came early this year. You always notice the seasons first, calling me outside before the colors disappeared. I'd complain about the cold and end up staying longer, just because you made every ordinary street feel worth walking twice. Now I pass those same sidewalks, hands buried deep in my pockets, counting every step like I could measure the distance between them and now. I keep telling myself it's only another autumn, but every change in the air finds its way back to you. Every year the trees let go, but somehow they bloom again. I'm still learning how to hold on without holding you. The sky keeps changing, the nights grow longer, and every season finds its place. I'm the only one still standing where we were. I stopped by her favorite bakery, ordered the same cinnamon roll without thinking. The girl behind the counter smiled and asked the usual. I nodded, then realized she remembered me better than you probably do. Some memories arrive without warning, not loud, just steady enough to follow you home. Every year the trees let go, but somehow they bloom again. I'm still learning how to let this story be a story instead of a place I keep trying to live inside. If I saw you tomorrow, I'd probably ask how your family's doing. I'd probably smile, I'd probably make it easy. Then I'd walk away, carrying every word I never said. Every year the trees let go, and they never call it losing. Maybe hearts learn the same way, little by little, season by season, until one afternoon the wind feels different. You finally noticed you're looking ahead instead of behind. The leaves came early this year. I noticed them before anyone had to tell me. Your side of the bed on my side. I could use the whole bed now, but I never do. There's There's still a space I don't cross, even in my sleep. Your book isn't on the nightstand anymore. Your charger, your hoodie, your shoes, they're all gone. Funny. My hands remember where everything used to be. I thought missing you would feel a little louder. Instead, it's quiet enough to follow me everywhere. You're already somewhere else. I'm still waking up on your side of goodbye. I keep reaching for mornings that don't exist anymore. Maybe that's love, or maybe it's just habit. Wearing your name. I bought new sheets a month ago. Thought it would help, it didn't. The room looks different. The silence doesn't. Even the sunlight still lands on your side first. I noticed things I never noticed when you were here. People say I'll get used to this maybe, but nobody tells you how long maybe can feel. You're already somewhere else. I'm still waking up on your side of goodbye. Every little routine keeps finding me before I find myself. Maybe that's healing, maybe it isn't. I honestly can't tell anymore. Last night I slept in the middle just to see what it felt like. I woke up back on my side without even knowing. You're already building a life I'll never see. I'm still learning how to stop saving room for someone who isn't coming home. And maybe one morning I'll open my eyes and forget which side was yours, but not tonight. I still sleep on my side. Last night I did it again. I went to that little diner, the one on Maple Street. The waitress asked, table for two. And before I even thought, almost said yes. Like you were running late, like you'd walk through that door any minute, smiling like always. It's been 2 years, you'd think by now my heart would have learned. I still save you a seat without meaning to. I still leave space for someone who isn't coming. I still turn around when the doorbell rings. Like some part of me still lives back then, and that's the part I can't seem to lose. I bought 2 movie tickets 3 months ago. Not because I forgot, not exactly. I just saw the show and for 1 second my brain went, she loved this before reality caught up again. The hardest thing about missing you is how automatic it is. I still save you a seat without meaning to. I still leave space for someone who isn't coming. I still turn around when the doorbell rings. Like some part of me still lives back then. That's the part I can't seem to lose. People think heartbreak is crying or calling at midnight or begging someone to stay. But mostly it's little things, the tiny mistakes you keep making long after they're gone. And every one of them breaks your heart again. I still save you a seat without meaning to. I still tell stories like you're gonna hear them. I still catch myself looking for your face in crowded rooms and passing cars in ordinary days. And maybe that's what love becomes when it has nowhere left to go. Last night I did it again. The chair across from me stayed empty. I used to think home was a place we could drive for hours without knowing where we were going. One wrong turn usually became the best part of the day. You'd roll the windows down, sing every lyric completely off key, and laugh before I had the chance to. Looking back, I don't remember every road we took. I remember how easy it felt to be beside you. Every mile looked a little brighter, not because of where we were, because you were there. You may borrow places, feel like they belong to us. A cheap motel, a roadside diner, the backseat on a long drive, none of them were home. You were. Every time I reached for your hand, I knew I'd already arrived. Now I keep moving, changing cities, finding new cafes, learning new streets. People tell me I'll love somewhere else, maybe they're right. But every place still feels unfinished, like it's waiting for someone who isn't coming. I never missed the map, I missed the person I wanted to get lost with. You made ordinary moments feel worth remembering. Morning coffee, late night drives, holding my hand at every red light. I thought those were little things. Now I know they were the whole story. If someone asked me where home is now, I'd probably smile, because I still don't know how to answer without saying your name. Maybe home was never a street or a set of four walls. Maybe it was every quiet drive, every shared laugh, every ordinary day that felt a little lighter because you were standing next to me. If I ever find that feeling again, I don't think I'll be looking for a place. I'll be looking for someone who makes the world feel small enough to call home. I used to think home was a place. Now I know it was you. I heard you move. They said you painted all the walls, got rid of every little thing that looked like us. You changed the couch, you changed the curtains, even sold the old record player because it kept skipping on our favorite song. I stood there smiling, like that story didn't hurt. It's funny how a house can change faster than a heart. You left nothing left to find. Not a picture in a drawer, not a jacket by the door, not my name inside your life. I wish I knew how you made it look so easy, 'cause every room I walk into still remembers you before I do. I found your old receipt inside the pocket of my winter coat. 2 coffees, 1 blueberry muffin, and your terrible handwriting, trying to spell my last name. I almost threw it away. Instead I folded it back like it still belongs somewhere. Everybody says people move on, nobody tells you how ordinary it looks. You left nothing left to find. Not a message on the fridge, not a book beside the bed, not a reason to come back. I wish forget it. Look the way you make it look, 'cause I'm still finding pieces of us in places you probably forgot. If somebody walked into my room tonight, they'd know you existed. Not because your things are here, because I never learned where to put the memories. You left nothing left to find. I kept everything except the person I used to be with you. Maybe one day I'll repaint these walls. Maybe one day I'll stop calling this our place when it's only mine. But tonight it still feels like you're just late coming home. I heard you moved, I guess I'm the last thing that stayed behind. They said you looked happy. Nobody meant to hurt me. They were just talking, showing pictures from the weekend, telling stories like it wasn't anything at all. You were standing beside her, wearing that old denim jacket. I recognized the smile first, then I realized it wasn't for me anymore. I've been telling myself this day would come. I just didn't know it would feel so ordinary. I hope she makes you laugh. I hope she holds your hand when the nights get hard. I hope she gives you everything I couldn't. I just hope you don't love her more than you loved me. I started comparing us before I even knew her name. Does she know you hate scary movies? Does she wait while you read every menu twice? Will she learn all the little things the same way I did? Or did you already tell her? I know this isn't fair. She never took anything from me. You gave it away. I hope she makes you laugh. I hope she kisses every scar you try to hide. I hope she never doubts how much she's loved. I just hope there isn't a day you look at her and think this is better. The part I can't forgive, not that you found somebody, not that you moved on, just the thought that the happiest version of you might begin after me. I hope she gets the future we talked about. I hope your family already loves her. I hope you never break the promises you made. I really do. But if one day you tell her she's the best thing that ever happened to you, please don't let it be true, because I can't survive losing you. I just don't know how to survive being so easy said you look happy. I believe them.